sorry. I didn't recognize you.
Malcolm was a normal baby. He faced the same temptations as every child. And like any other child, his conscience served to guide his actions.
Don't pull that kitty's tail. You'll get punished. Pull it! It'll be fun.
But resisting temptation was never easy for Malcolm. The moral balance was tested frequently during Malcolm's youth.
Gunther, what did that squirrel ever do to you?
Hey, take a hike, Stuart. We're having fun here.
A complete deterioration was inevitable. As young Malcolm grew into manhood, he became famous and successful in his own way. But Malcolm's path was never easy, and many setbacks disturbed his plans. Finally, in the depths of his greatest humiliation, he is imprisoned in his own stony form. As the ignorant residents of Kyrandia sleep, their worst nightmare begins. And Malcolm prepares to greet the world again. Now, with your help, we can finally hear Malcolm's side of the story.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Legend of Kyrandia. This time we're going to explore book number 3, Malcolm's Revenge. Now, I don't know much about this one, but we're going to give it a shot.
Free at last. Kyrandia will now feel my wrath. Feels good to finally be out of that statue, doesn't it? Remember me? I'm Gunther, your bad conscience. Now that you're free, I say we go kick some butt. Like maybe Calic and his nitwit grandson Brandon. Oh boy. Great. This is all. Hasn't King Brandon heard of recycling? Hasn't King... I wonder if I've seen... I just love other people. I've seen... I just love other people. I love... Hasn't King Brandon heard of recycling? I've seen... I love... Hasn't King... I've seen...
And that idiot laugh track.
Oh boy.
Thank you. If you don't mind that I shut off the voice because that is absolutely annoying as hell. I know I'm supposed to find something else along the lines of a broken flask, but I'm starting to get annoyed. I think he put that on his mouth. There we go. Well, there's... Alright. Now that we've just completely gotten rid of that.
Amazing.
Alright. That wasn't supposed to go there. Okay. Now we're at the crossroads. I think that I'm going to attempt to...
I remember this place.
Excuse me. Get as far as I can.
Here comes
within
somebody.
20 minutes I can't. Within 20 minutes.
What a ride! Hey, it's you. What are you doing here?
Oh, you remember her, don't you?
Malcolm, what are you doing here?
So I'm loose. Is that a federal offense?
You know I have to report this.
What am I supposed to do? You want me to get back in the statue?
You know you'll have to leave Kyrandia.
Why would I want to stay?
It's the laugh track. He's not saying anything funny. That's the problem.
What?
学长写求那是
This should be a fascinating conversation. Gotcha. Jumpy little fellows. Too bad. You think. Hey, look at that boat. That could be my ride off this island.
He definitely belongs on a circus.
Halt! Circus employees only.
I look like I belong in a circus, don't I?
Sorry, we're leaving soon. You'll have to stay up here.
Thanks. I appreciate your help.
Please, don't ask. You know the rules.
Sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you.
Okay.
I wish one of these transporters could get me off this island. I wish one...
Well, that was interesting.
Downtown Kyrandia looks the same as always. This won't open the lock. What a huge lock! That worked perfectly. What? The toy factory is closed?
We'll deal with this part later.
Ah, home at last. Don't tell me this has been on all these years. My moth collection used to be in there. I've got my copy of Gardening for the Criminally Negligent in there. Oops. Let's see what's inside drawer number 3. Wonderful! My favorite! Look what was hidden under the bed.
Okay.
Home at last. Aha! That's where my old family album was. I suppose I would enjoy looking at that again.
You were a cute kid. You came from good stock. What happened to you? Ah! Ah! The Wild Twins. No wonder Gregor's hair was gray. I always did like Hindwald. I wonder how much Calic had to pay to get one of his relatives into the royal family. I always liked William. Her, I could do without. Something about Brandon always makes me want to hit him. Isn't he the one who put some fertilized seeds under Calic's bathtub? Ah! The seeds grew so quickly, they knocked over the tub with Calic inside.
No good passport photos in there. I'm not going to lug that heavy book around.
Okay. So, if you remember from the last two, you would remember a couple of those people that are in the family photo album. And it would appear that Calic and Brandon are all related.
Feels good.
As to Malcolm.
Morph. I don't even want to think about what lives in my room now. I don't even want to think about what lives in my room now. Hello down there! That sewer looks deep. Ow! Does he drink Curapop with his sandwiches? They must be redecorating in here.
Now, this next part I've actually been to, that we're actually going to go to a graveyard. You'll find out something very interesting. We'll deal with that kid later.
I suppose I should try to explain things to Catherine. She has to know I didn't kill her. Gotcha.
I need that.
Maybe if I pretended to be nice, I might be able to get what I want.
I'd better not see you be a suck-up whip too often. You'd better make sure you're totally insincere.
Let's see if this flower will awaken Catherine. Almost.
Okay. So the Queen Catherine.
Malcolm, how dare you show yourself to me again? How is it that such a brutal, evil murderer can still be free in Kyrandia? You should be rotting in the Dungeon of Dismay. Murderer! You have some nerve.
I'm sorry to disturb you, but I need to prove my innocence.
How can you claim you didn't kill us?
The last thing I wanted was for you or William to be hurt.
Your hand was on the blade.
I was honestly trying to stop it. William knows. Why don't you ask his ghost?
Only a royal seance can bring his ghost back now.
Catherine always was particular. I think I'll just be my normal, sarcastic, nasty-tempered.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. That will conclude this episode of Legend of Kyrandia Part 3, Malcolm's Revenge. I'm going to try to continue this series, at least to completion. I will be returning to Five Nights at Freddy's, so I can get that series completed as well. But it may be on a more erratic schedule than normal. I'm going to start a game called Turmoil relatively soon. Undertale. Yes, Undertale is in the mix. And that will be coming soon. So, thanks for joining me for this episode of Legend of Kyrandia, and I will see you in the next episode. Later.